Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. First things first, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you know when I next upload. And let's dive into today's video, guys. And, the breaking news this lunchtime is that Wolves versus Chelsea has been confirmed for Christmas Eve. The first time in 28 years that a Premier League fixture is going to be played on Christmas Eve. And to be quite honest, it's an absolute disgrace. The Premier League not consulting with anyone, not giving a fuck about the fans, as always, all about money, as it always is with them. A pathetic, spineless organisation. No consideration to the travelling fans, no consideration to just fans in general, the people that are going to be asked to work the games, all these sort of things, not to mention how utterly dogshit UK transport is. And this is before the reduced Christmas schedule is even confirmed. There's just a complete lack of respect and a complete lack of self-awareness from the Premier League, as there always is. As a match-going fan, as a fan that goes to a lot of games, it's quite frankly just a kick in the face and another massive fuck you to the fans from the Premier League. Now, we had kind of rumours of this, that it was potentially going to be happening last week. About a week ago, some reports broke that Wolves versus Chelsea had been earmarked as that first Christmas Eve game in 28 years, sorry, and it has now been confirmed. And the Chelsea Supporters Trust have put out a statement as well, posted to Twitter. Premier League has announced that Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Chelsea will be played on Christmas Eve. This will be the first Premier League fixture played on Christmas Eve since 1995. It is totally unacceptable that Wolves versus Chelsea has been scheduled for Christmas Eve. Since rumours began to circulate on the issue, the Chelsea Supporters Trust has been clear that selecting this kickoff time will place another hurdle in the way of many match-going supporters. Not only could this lead to staffing issues at Molineux, but holiday transport timetables will further inconvenience supporters. On the 24th of October, we requested an urgent meeting with the relevant decision makers within the Premier League. We expect that this meeting will be held very soon alongside the Wolves 1877 Trust and the Football Supporters Association. The Chelsea Supporters Trust will formally request that the Premier League properly consult supporters on this issue and that they reverse this decision. We'll provide a further update to Chelsea Support Trust members in due course. I think a very fair statement. Absolutely rightfully fuming about this scenario. It's like, why? Why? Other than obviously money, because the Premier League love money. Why is there a need to do this? I just simply do not understand it. It's going to be one of those games. Yes, of course, fans will still go because fans will do anything for the teams that they support. They spend their hard-earned money traveling up and down the country. But again, it's just a blatant lack of respect, a lack of regard for the fans. And football is nothing without the fans. If the fans don't go, the fans aren't treated with respect and treated, in the right way, then there is no football without the fans. And once again, fans are being let down like they so often are. They're an afterthought, not even thought about at all. And it's an utterly disgraceful decision. Yes, there'll be a lot of spare tickets for this game. There'll be a lot of people that don't go, but of course there will be people that go. And you know what? If they do stick with this, which I suppose they probably will, because it's what they do. They don't care about what anyone else thinks. They just do what they want to do, and they do whatever's going to get them the most money. Then I'd like to think that there'd be some sort of special transport put on, or some amendments made to the transport. Discounted travel or whatever it might be. But I'm not going to get my hopes up, but it is an absolute disgrace, and it's just a kick in the bollocks for all those traveling fans, all those people that are going to have to work at games, just everything, the logistical organization and all that sort of thing as well. So yeah, quite rightfully, everyone is thoroughly fucked up about this. No surprises from the Premier League. They don't give a fuck about anyone. And obviously that was the main news from the Chelsea from the kind of the Christmas schedule being released, that game being confirmed. But Chelsea's full Christmas schedule is now revealed. Obviously, 3rd of December, Brighton at home. So we've got 3rd of December, Brighton at home, 2 p.m. Then we've got Man United away, 8:15. And then we've got Everton away, 2 p.m. Sheffield United at home, Wolves away, Christmas Eve. Then Palace at home and pushed back 24 hours. And then we've got Luton away as well. So not only have we got this disgraceful from the Premier League again, we've got 3 games in 6 days, and 2 of them are early kickoffs as well, which is an absolute fucking shambles. Not only once again, right, probably for the 3rd or 4th year in a row, Man United away is in a midweek. game on too late for any trains to get back the next day. So as a match going fan, you're either not going or you have to or you have to pay to stay over. Again, no regard to the fans. Why is this fixture always on a midweek? Why can it not just be on a weekend? It's a big game. Why is it midweek? Yeah, I get it's a December game. Yes, it's Amazon Prime, all this and all that, or whatever. They want to do all that bullshit, but it's another midweek. Not only that, obviously Everton's been pushed back from the Saturday to the Sunday. Two big away trips in the space of 3 or 4 days. Once again, no regard for the fans. Probably no trains back after that Everton game either. Before we get to Wolves away, which I've already discussed, Palace at home has been pushed back 24 hours, 7:30 kickoff. Yeah, whatever, neither here nor there. And then obviously Luton away is then at 12:30 TNT Sports game. But again, just the scheduling is ridiculous. A horror run. That's what, in the space of 6 days, we've got 3 matches. And then in the space of 9 days, we've got, in the space of what? Yeah, 9 days, again, we've got another 3 matches. Like, the schedule is mad. We're just going to have to hope that, the injuries and whatnot and the squad are fully fixed. We're going to need the squad available. Not only to mention that, if we beat Blackburn Rovers in the Carabao Cup this coming midweek, then on the 19th or the 20th, so that midweek between Sheffield United and Wolves, that is when a Carabao Cup quarter-final goes in. So, fuck knows who are going to be playing in that. It could be a long away trip. Hopefully, it's another home tie, but that's another fixture thrown into the mix there as well. So, look, quite frankly, it's a tough run. There's definitely winnable games there, but in terms of scheduling, in terms of regard for the fans, commitment to the fans, consulting the fans on stuff, the Premier League don't do anything. They try and give it off that they're, a great organisation. They always consult people before doing things. No, they don't. They don't give a fuck about anyone other than themselves and making sure they get as much money in their pockets as possible. And it's a disgrace. And this run is going to be tough. Yes, there's games in there we can win. Brighton at home, Everton away, Sheffield United at home, Palace at home, Luton away. Look, that run is obviously there's a lot of games, but there's a lot of winnable fixtures in there as well. But once again, we sort of forgotten about, we didn't have the December period last year of the World Cup, and it was a welcome break for Chelsea fans, because notoriously we are absolute horror in December. We don't put on any sort of good performances at all. But again, when you got all these things, mind-blowing scheduling, this is exactly the sort of things that leads to so many players getting injured. And again, don't get me wrong, obviously, you're paid a lot of money to play football and that, but it's player welfare. These are human beings. I wouldn't be surprised, if we see a lot of injuries picked up over this Christmas period, because there's simply way too many games. It's an absolute fucking joke. 3 games in a week, 3 games in another 9 days following on from that. It's an absolute shambles. Plus, as I said, the Carabao Cup thrown in. There's going to be a lot of rotation, a lot of random lineups. We've got no Boxing Day game, but we've got a Christmas Eve game. If it was down to me, you'd much rather be playing on Boxing Day than Christmas Eve. There's obviously a reason as to why there's not been a Christmas Eve fixture for 28 years, because there's no demand for it. Why would you want that? It's quite normal that people go to work on Boxing Day, obviously with all the retail and all that stuff, but I'm fuming. It's an absolute disgrace. No regard for supporters. Transport system's a fucking joke. You're going to get no help whatsoever from anyone on anything to do with these issues. Yes, it's important the supporter trust statement's gone out, but what's that going to do, really? Come on, people. Let's be honest. The Premier League don't care. They simply do not care. So yeah, look, it's peak for us. It's a tough one. So yeah, there's not much we can do about it now. We just have to hope that maybe we can get that overturned, but it's very, very unlikely. So yeah, it is what it is. Once again, we've been fucking shafted as fans, and we have to move on. But the Premier League are never going to change their colours or their spots, whatever the saying is. And we just have to take this one on the chin like we do with everything. The fans will go and spend their hard-earned money like they always do. And, nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to change. So I don't know what we can do about it, but it's a horror run. There's a lot of fixtures, crammed in. Players are going to pick up injuries. There's going to be a lot of rotation. It's going to be very, very difficult. But yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts on Chelsea versus Wolves being confirmed for Christmas Eve and the horror Christmas run as well that we've got. So, as always, it's a massive fuck you from the Premier League, a massive fuck you from the broadcasters. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on Chelsea's Christmas schedule, what your thoughts on it are. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts as always. Make sure you smash a like, people. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I'll catch you again in another video soon. Up the Chelsea and peace out, people.